What's better duo than coffee and cigarette? Shower plus clean sheets. Cold side of the pillow and soft bed. Milk and chocolate chip cookies. In Portugal we used to say, pinar e andar de barco, which translates to, get laid and ride a boat. Dark chocolate and port wine. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Coffee and 85% dark chocolate. Coffee and a second coffee. Water and fresh air. Hot chocolate and marshmallows. Pizza and beer. Movies on a rainy night. An uninterrupted hot shower and uninterrupted sleep. Tits and ass. Peanut butter and chocolate. Oreos and milk. Cocaine and whiskey. Wine and cheese. Coffee and a joint. A girl and cuddles. Steak and baked potatoes. Tea and cookies. Farting during your morning pee. Bong and a blitz. Coffee and a clean lung. Listening to music and a big blunt. Sex and candy. Coffee and literally anything else. Wine and water. Hydrate while drinking yal. Coffee and dark chocolate. Hot sake and cold beer. Milk and cereal. Avocado and bacon. Sleep and no alarm. Crumpets and tea. Monster and an edible. Toothbrush and toothpaste. Cigars and coffee, or just coffee. Coffee, doobie, and pastries. Wine and weed. Bourbon shot and beer. Coffee and Irish whiskey. Sex and cuddles, in either order. A pint of Guinness, paired with a second pint of Guinness. Prove me wrong. Nothing. Except for a threesome of coffee, cigarettes or THC. Pistachios and granola. Breakfast and second breakfast. Coffee and a biscotti. One with almonds inside and a tiny, thin layer of chocolate on top. Alcohol and cigarettes. You guys really have to try cucumber and jam. Brie and crackers. Sushi and sake. Cheese and wine. When you're high, eat popcorn and dark chocolate at the same time. Water and clear lungs. Pizza and pineapple. This going to be down voted hard now. chocolate milk and chocolate chip cookies, pizza and soda, just about anything else and a coffee, tea and buttered toast, a sweet muffin and bitter coffee. Yum. Really creamy hot chocolate and a chocolate chip cookie. Cannot be beat cookie. Coffee and not getting lung cancer. Garlic bread and more garlic bread. Tea and biscuit. Beer and barbecue. Some nice pungent cannabis and a cup of tea. 2 healthy lungs. Netflix and chill. Walking and then that, hi, when you reach your destination and take in the scenery around you. Who the fuck likes cigarettes? Coffee and donuts. Not cigarettes and anything. Pee pee poo poo. Water and a joint. Smoking some weed and eating ice cream. Peanut butter and the devastating realization that the universe doesn't care about us and all life is meaningless. Water and fresh air. Milk and donuts. Coffee and coffee. Pizza and a nice cold beer. Fish and chips with a cup of tea. UK must have. Coffee and a donut. Coffee and another coffee. Lamb and tuna fish. Anything and not cigarettes. Coffee and a donut. Clean water and clean air. Coffee without cigarettes. Steak and mashed potatoes. School breaks and no homework. Coffee. Just coffee. Bread and butter. Sleep and lungs. Coffee with cookies or a croissant. Milk and cookies. Happiness and love. Medium rare ribeye steak with a glass of Pinot Noir. Ground beef and cheese. 2 healthy lungs. Coffee and fresh hair. Bonus if it's mountain fresh air camping. Coffee and donut. Coffee and clean lungs. Clam chowder and French fries. Breathing and not having lung cancer. Clean air and no second-hand smoke. Coffee and pooping. Pizza and beer. Coffee and a dump. Coffee and a donut, less carcinogens that way winking face. Solid sleep plus good dream. Any duo I have ever experienced in my life has been better than anything with a cigarette. Chips and dip. Milk and cereal. Healthy heart and lungs. LSD and death metal. Sex and a cigarette. Coffee and those Danish butter cookies that come in the tin you later use for sewing supplies. Boats and hoes. Coffee and explosive diarrhea. A life that lasts longer than 30 years. Coffee and a joint. Love a good hippie speedball. Beer and cigarettes. Fortnite and Marques Brownlee. Spaghetti and tuna fish. Coffee plus not having lung cancer. Milk and cookies. 2 checks and a full tank of fuel. Coffee and tacos unlikely, but so very true. 2 thick ladies to cuddle with. Coffee plus most other things that are not cigarettes. Coffee and actually having a respiratory system that can smell it. Source: I'm an ex-smoker. Me and you, Physics. Literally anything. Cigarettes are gross. Whiskey and cigar. Lol. Sex then nap. Weed and sex. Sir, have you tried sex and a cigarette? Fries and burger. Coffee and weed. A bong and a blitz. Weed and Swiss cake rolls. Farting then shitting. Then both at same time. Scotch and cigar. Peanut butter and chocolate, of course. Sex and marijuana. Bourbon and crackers with cheese. Joint after sex. Salmon and Dr. Pepper. Marijuana and vagina. Coffee and any sweet pastry. Wine and cheese. So many other combos are so much better. Bong and a blintz. Coke and a whore. Coffee and most other things. Coffee and a joint. Coffee and donut. Coffee and a fresh pair of lungs with a side of no lung cancer. Literally anything. I don't smoke or drink coffee. Coffee and anything else. Coffee and fresh air. Water and healthy lungs. Netflix and chill. Scotch and cigar. Ice and tea. Reddit and crippling depression. Coffee and clean oxygen. Clean lungs and clean mind. Tea and cigarette. Literally anything. Cigarettes are disgusting. Coffee and literally anything else that isn't poison. Blood and semen. Anything with no cigarettes. Cocaine and hookers. a joint and a blowjob. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.